Hello everyone, today we're going to look at sales tax. So sales tax is an example of the basic percent equation. And what we're going to do here is we're going to change up the variables so that it makes more sense in our particular setting. But the basic percent problem is the base times the percent equals the amount. So the base in this case is going to be the marked price, which we call MP. The percent is the sales tax rate, which we call R. And the amount is the amount of tax, which we call ST for sales tax. So we're going to have MP times R equals ST. Again, it's just the basic percent equation. We're also going to look at two other equations that will help us out. The first is MP plus ST equals TP. So the marked price plus the sales tax equals the total price. Hopefully that's common sense, right? The total price is the price of the item plus your sales tax. The second equation, or the third equation really, is just this equation plus this equation put together. So MP times 1 plus R equals TP. MP times 1 is MP. MP times R is this guy, which is ST. So we're really just combining those two equations to get that third one to make it look a little nicer. Okay, so you're going to have these three equations, and you're going to use one or possibly both of them, or two of them, sorry, to answer the questions. Okay, so you're going to have to use at least one. You might need two. So we'll see when we come across that situation in a little bit. So for our first example, if the marked price of an item is $5.25 and the sales tax rate is 5%, find the sales tax. So we're going to start with what each of these things are. So the marked price is 5.25, that's MP. 5% is the rate, which remember we always have to change to a decimal. So 5% is 0.05. And then lastly, we're looking for the sales tax, so we're looking for ST. So do we have an equation that has MP, R, and ST? Yes. MP times R equals ST. That's our basic percent equation. That's our first equation. So ST equals MP times R, 5.25 times 0.05. We get this lovely guy. Then we need to remember we need two decimals because it's dollars. So 0.2625 is not helpful. It's 0.26, 26 cents. Okay, so always make sure you're rounding to two decimals for these dollar problems. If the marked price of an item is $27.50 and the sales tax rate is 6.5%, find the total price. So this starts off the same way. We know the marked price, we know the sales tax rate, but now we're looking for the total price. So MP is 27.50, R 6.5%, again that's 0.065, and we're looking for TP. So is there an equation that has MP, R, and TP? Yes, MP times 1 plus R equals TP. So that's that third equation. So I plug it in. 27.5 times 1 plus 0.065, 29.2875. Again, we can only have two decimals, so $29.29. Okay. Let's try another one. If the sales tax is $13.50 and the total price is $193, find the marked price and the sales tax rate. So we're going to be looking for two different things. Again, we're going to start off with what do we have? The sales tax, ST, is 13.50. The total price, TP, is 193. We're looking for MP, the marked price, and R, the sales tax rate. So we're going to start with the marked price. So we have an equation that involves ST, TP, and MP, so we'll use it. Again, that's marked price plus sales tax equals total price. So the marked price will then be the total price minus the sales tax. That should be a T, not a P. That's going to keep changing though, so just remember that should be sales tax ST. 193 minus 13.5, 179.50. So the marked price, $179.50. Next, we're going to need R. There are two equations that involve R, and since we found the marked price, we can use either of them. So we have ST, TP, we found MP, so we can use either of these two equations. Okay, this one's easier, so we're going to use that one. R equals ST divided by MP, so again I'm solving for R. 13.5 divided by 179.5 equals 0.075. So the sales tax rate is 7.5%. The thing to remember here is that we can't find R unless we know MP. So notice both of these equations involve MP. So even if I wasn't asked to find the marked price, I would have had to have found it in order to find R. I have a lot of people who will just take the 13.5, the sales tax, divide by the total price, and call that the rate. But that's not how you find the rate, right? The rate is the sales tax divided by the marked price. So you always need to find the marked price if you're looking for R. So let's try another one. If the sales tax rate is 6.25% and the total price is $50.50, find the sales tax. So R is 0.0625, TP is 50.50, and we're looking for ST, the sales tax. So there's no equation that involves these three items. None of our three equations have R, TP, and ST. So this is a situation where we need to combine two of them. The only equation that has our two knowns is this guy, MP times 1 plus R equals TP. That's the only equation that has R and TP, so we have to use that equation. That means that we have to find MP. So just like in the previous question, whenever you have R and TP, you're gonna have to find MP. So MP equals TP divided by 1 plus R. Plug in your numbers. Round to 2 decimals, so $47.53. So remember, that's not the answer to the question because we're looking for the sales tax. But we know that MP. Now we can use one of the other equations to find ST. So again, we have two options. They're both equally easy. They're both one-step problems. I'm going to do this one because I like subtraction better than division. So the sales tax is going to be the total price minus the marked price. Plug in our numbers, and we get $2.97. If I had used this equation, I'd get the exact same answer. It could be slightly off because this guy was rounded, but I did it out on my calculator and you're still getting $2.97. Okay, so you can use either one. All right, let's do one last problem. You buy 3 items worth $45.45, $20.99, and $25. The first 2 are taxable with a tax rate of 7.5%, while the last item is not taxable. It's probably either a food item or clothing. Those are 2 of the typical items that are not taxable. What is the total price? Whenever you have multiple items being taxed, you have to add those marked prices together first. Don't find the sales tax on each one individually and then add them. If you look at a receipt that you get from the store, you'll notice the sales tax is done at the end. Okay, so you don't see a sales tax for each individual item, you see it at the end. So you gotta make sure that you're adding up all the marked prices of the taxable items first. So the marked price is gonna be the $45.45 plus the $20.99. So just for the taxable items, we have $66.44. Okay, so again, that third item, this guy is not taxable. Next, we're going to find the total price of those first 2 items. So TP equals MP times 1 plus R. So I'm plugging in R, I'm plugging in MP, and I get out $71.42, again, for the first 2 taxable items. That's their total price. The total price is going to be the total price for the first 2 plus the 25 from the third item. Remember, there is no tax, so the marked price is the total price for that third item. When I add them up, I get $96.42. Okay. So again, just to reiterate, if you have multiple items that are being taxed, you add their marked prices together and then find the sales tax, whether it's the sales tax or the total price, depending on what you're looking for. Okay, but do not do them individually. All right, so make sure you read through the book and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.